What is going on, guys? It's Hunter here, and I'm back this week with another product review. It's by Hanz De Fuko. It is their sponge wax. It is a really great product. I've been using it for a few weeks now, and so I wanted to do a review of it and kind of share my thoughts on it with you guys, and hopefully help you make your decision on products and stuff to use in your hair. Okay, so now that my hair has all been washed and towel dried, I've already gone ahead and sprayed some heat protectant spray in it just to protect it from the heat of the blow dryer when I blow dry it. So now it's time to actually blow dry it, and for my pre-styling product, I'm going to be using the Tony & Guy. It is the volume pumping mousse. I found it to work really well. I tend to use quite a bit. I probably could use less, but I found it really works well for giving a lot of volume, a lot of body, and works well with the heat. So let's do that. I also forgot to mention that I'm going to be using at least one brush. I normally use a comb, just a little comb to separate my hard part, just to kind of make sure all the hairs are where they're supposed to be before I start blow drying. And then I will use normally a round brush. Sometimes I just use my fingers, but a lot of times I will use a round brush to give it more volume and more body. Or not wanting that much volume, then I'll use just kind of I don't even know what to call this brush. I've heard it called a Denman brush, just kind of a curved, a vented brush maybe, but I like using that one a lot too. Make sure when using the heat protectant spray and the mousse that you work it evenly throughout the hair. Sometimes you may just get parts of it really saturated and other parts not so much. So make sure and just really work your hands through it, or use a comb if need be. I found that it works okay with just me using my hands, so make sure and do that. So like I said, I'm going to use my little comb to separate my hard part, or just really get the hair separated, so that way when I take the blow dryer to it, it's easier to keep it in place where I want it to. Okay, so it's separated, and now it's time to run it over with a blow dryer. I'm using the directional nozzle on the front, just that way I can direct the air more specifically to the place that I want it to be. And for the very beginning, I normally use on the highest heat setting, the highest speed, just to dry the side faster and the back into place where I want it to go. And then once I kind of run it over a little bit with the high heat, then I'll knock it back down to the medium temperature heat, just to not cook my hair so much. And the slower you dry it, the better. Okay, so that was with the high heat setting, and now I'm going to knock it back down 1 degree or 1 setting for the medium temperature to finish off the rest of the hair. So I worked through most of the back with the vented brush, and so now I'm going to finish off the front with the round brush, because that's where I want the most volume. And so I'm just going to make sure and kind of roll it up and hold it for a second, let it heat up, and kind of take some shape. Alright, so the blow drying process is done. All my hair is kind of put into place. My mirror's right down here I'm looking at. So my hair is put into place. There's a fair amount of volume just like that. If I was to really take it slow and use the round brush, I could probably double this height and it'd be kind of crazy. But This is just kind of this is my normal way I style my hair pretty much every day. It's the easiest for me to style, it's just what I'm used to. So for when I do these videos, I'll just style them the way that I normally fix it, because that's how I do it. So that's how I can get the best test of each product. But so hair is blow dried into place. Really, I could just hit it with a little bit of hairspray and call it good, but that's not what this video is about. So like I said in the very beginning, this video is a product review of Hanz De Fuko's sponge wax. See if you can see that there. It says medium hold and a matte finish product. In reality, it should kind of act like claymation, which I've used and done a review of in the past, but have a lighter hold. It's more of a waxy texture compared to a clay. So it's gonna be a little different, but still give you a fair amount of hold and still be nice and matte. The product that I've been using to test it with for the past few weeks, it's a little sampler version here. I actually have a full-size version here, brand new container that the company sent me to give away to you guys. So make sure the next week or so, keep looking out on social media, especially Instagram. That's kind of where it all is going to take place. Make sure and keep up on that on my page, The Bearded Hunter, and so that way you can see when I'm going to be giving it away. So I'm gonna scoop out probably this much. I don't know if you can even see that. Hopefully you can see that. Maybe if I put it here. It's, I'd say maybe a nickel size. It's hard to tell. But so I'm just gonna work this through my hands. Just like you do any other product, just make sure you emulsify it really well. Heat it up so that way it spreads through your hair easily. So it does tend to dry a little faster with it having a waxy texture. Make sure and work it through your hair fairly fast once you start working it in your hands. So I'm just gonna start working it through. So right off the bat, it's definitely not as strong holding as claymation, what I'm used to. It's definitely got a lighter hold. I can just tell that just from running it through my hair. But so I will need a little more hairspray just to kind of hold it how I want it. I'm gonna go over with just a little more product to keep the flyaways down. As you can see around my hard part and stuff, there's a lot of hair that's kind of just sticking up. So I'm gonna make sure and go over that. Kind of neaten that up. Make sure and keep the back down. Then I'm just going to work this through this side. And the mental note for next time, I need to raise this mirror up so I can see more when I'm fixing my hair. But so just put a little bit on this side just to kind of hold it down. The hairspray will hold it down too, but in case you weren't going to use hairspray. All right, so that is basically it. It took a little more maybe than a dime size or a nickel size to really get it how I want it. But as you can see, it's definitely a matte finish. I mean, my hair is just kind of shiny, just naturally, just from the products I use, and I'm trying to keep it healthy. But so it's given it what I'll consider a matte finish from a product, and it's held it in place. Kind of where I want it, just kind of naturally. I didn't run a brush back through it or anything like that. It was just running my hands through it and kind of locking it in place. So now that I have it styled in place where I want it to be, the last thing I'm gonna do is just finish it up with a little bit of hairspray just to hold it all together, make sure it kind of stays where I want it to throughout the day. And yeah, so it's the same hairspray that I've used in the past, in my past videos. The one that I still use all the time, it is the Sebastian Shaper Zero Gravity. Hope you can see that there. It says it's a dry, brushable, lightweight control hairspray. It's definitely a very light hold. It's supposed to be more of a matte finish hairspray. I guess you'd consider it like a finishing spray. I have to use a little bit more of it because it is such a light hold, but I don't like that really hard feeling, crispy feel. This doesn't really leave it feeling crispy, which I like. So I'm just gonna shoot with a little bit of it and just to kind of finish up the hold. Okay, so I use a little bit of hairspray. It's all held together and it's pretty much done. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of give you some different angle views of what it looks like, and that'll be about it. So to give my final remarks on this product and what I think of it, it is a great product. I really do like it. It kind of has a kind of a slight cinnamon smell with like a hint of lemon. It smells super great. A lot of their products on the Hanz De Fuko line don't really smell because they are all natural. A lot of times they just use the natural ingredients and don't really add any type of artificial scents or anything like that. I definitely like the product. It is a lighter hold than what I normally like. Because my hair is thinner, I do need a little bit more of a stronger hold to hold it all together, but I do recommend this product for sure. Especially like today's Saturday when I'm shooting this, and so if I'm not too worried about my hair really locking into one place and looking perfect for like a full day of work or anything like that, then I'll just use this to give it a natural kind of hold. It's very light, so it doesn't feel like your hair is really weighed down. It works through your hair really easily. It does dry a little fast on your hands, so make sure right after you work it into your hands to really work it through your hair. It doesn't leave any type of residue or any clumping, nothing like that. It's all very soft and creamy, and so that way you can just work it through very easily. I still have quite a bit left. It didn't really take that much product to style my hair like this. So if you were to get a full container like the one I'm giving away, it'll last a long time. So I definitely recommend it. I will make sure and link everything below that I used in this. And don't forget, I still have my product discount code that you can use to get 10% off your purchase at hanzdefuko.com. Use the code AMBHUN, and I will stick this below as well, so that way you can use that to get 10% off your purchase. So anyways, thank you for tuning in. I really hope this video was helpful, kind of gave you an idea of what the product is like. Make sure and check back all the time. I'm always putting up new videos, so that way you can see new stuff. Keep up with me on Instagram and Facebook and all that social media stuff. And don't forget about the giveaway. So thank you again for watching, and until next time.